This is what Trump said he was going to do, and this is what he's doing. And who let all these people into our country? Who let all these people in? How did they get in?
It's time we impeach Donald J. Trump.
What's up, guys? So I got two videos for you. One is a funny video that I thought was a prank at first, and it turns out it's real. A Indian Democrat who can't even speak English, and the guy could barely read. It just sounds hilarious. And this is typical stuff. Someone who has no right to talk about Trump. Of course, they just want to make a name for themselves and just talk trash about him. And in another one, we have the White House posting the photos of a lot of illegal immigrants that they arrested, and it's been driving people wild. So first, let's check out this video.
This is Congressman Shri Thanedar. Donald Trump has already done real damage to our democracy, but defying a unanimous 9-0 Supreme Court ruling, that has to be the final straw. It's time we impeach Donald J. Trump. The court said the wrongfully deported Kilmer Garcia must be allowed to return and receive due process. Trump ignored it. He ignored the Constitution. He ignored the very checks and balances that keep our democracy intact. This isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a dangerous, deliberate pattern. That's why today I introduced a resolution to impeach Donald J. Trump, outlining 7 articles of impeachment.
First off, the guy can't read, right? He's clearly reading off a teleprompter. He can't pronounce words right. He can't read. The suit looks absolutely ridiculous on him. What is going on with the haircut? This is wild. This is poser, final form poser. Um, that suit way too big. The haircut, that's not Indian, right? That is not, I would assume that's not that don't look like an Indian haircut to me. The way that he's talking, very Indian. Anything wrong with that? Not at all. What is wrong is this clown, and a clown because you're trying to portray something that you're clearly not. People can see through this stuff. At least I can, most men can. Um, you just like, bro, look at you, like what are we doing? Um, you first off, when someone has to read off a teleprompter, and it doesn't seem well, it can be for serious stuff, but this guy, you should be able to just speak from like the your head, like knowing all the things that he's done wrong. This is just like, he's just a puppet. Somebody's telling him what to say. He's reading it because he wants to get votes for people. Whoever wrote it for him probably promised him to win an election or something. And if he doesn't do it, the guy would threaten to beat him up. Like this is the world that we live in. But this is just insane for this guy to get on the news and talk about how Trump is so bad, so terrible. It's just nonsense, right? I mean, the guy just looks like a clown. Um, and I didn't understand a word that he said. And that's not being mean, it's being funny, right? It's being funny. People need to be funny. You know who doesn't like being funny is like soft people. Soft people. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make fun of how you talk. We in America, bro. Did you go to school here? You know what bullying is? Like, this is a part of life. You got a fun now, you just don't go around making fun of people that that talk like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're gonna get clowned because of what you're trying to say, because of the things that you're trying to do, because you're clearly trying to be fake. That's why you should get clowned. That's why not, yeah. And even like the term, oh, you're bullying me, like these people today are so soft, like straight up punks, soft people. It makes me mad. That I hope a lot of people make fun of this guy because he looks like an absolute clown, and people got to call things for what it is. You look like you don't even know what you're saying. Nobody can even understand you. You look funny. You look funny. You don't look serious, but you're trying to portray yourself as some, some guy of moral character, and you want to save America from Donald Trump, the evil man, and you're gonna indict him like nobody takes you serious. Who takes this guy serious? Eyes are a little red. Who takes this guy serious? I mean, I know I don't. Okay, let's watch the next thing because these deportations going crazy, right? All over the news, people calling Trump the devil, and all these MS-13 members are innocent, and you got dude from a Democratic senator going to, I don't know, is it Venezuela or some Spanish country, and like just having a talk with the guy. It's just wow. Let's take a look at this. What and the White House Twitter is pretty funny. Mugshots, arrested written on all of them, and I mean, there's really nothing funny in this. Look at the crimes: drug dealing, sexual assault, murder, homicide, robbery, sexual assault of a child, the R word. Terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. And this is what people wanted. This is what Trump said he was going to do, and this is what he's doing. And who let all these people into our country? Who let all these people in? How do they get in? Right? They come in, they do these crimes, then Democrats argue for them to stay. It's wild. This is, to me, this is a clear thing of the previous election when um, Trump thinks that says that it was stolen. I mean, this look how many illegal immigrants came in. Who do they vote for? They vote Democrat. Who flew them in? Democrats. Who is defending these sanctuary cities and letting these wanting the illegal aliens to vote without ID and all this stuff? Democrats. Like it's obvious. Like we don't see this. This is obvious. It's all a play. And it's thank God for Twitter opening. 2020. A lot of eyes have been open. A lot of eyes have been open. We know what's going on now. There's some things you can't say. There's some things you can't talk about, but we know what's going on. Um, we know it's all a game. We know that, ultimately when it comes down, depends how deep down the rabbit hole you want to go. Politics, you could call it politricks, left side, right side, all being run by the same hand. All the cards are dealt from the same dealer, you know, and you can't talk about it. You can't talk about who's the dealer, who's dealing the cards, who's the one that got us in their back pocket. It's interesting, right? It's one of those things where you look at it, it's like it all makes sense. It all makes sense. It's all facts, and you get looked at funny for questioning it. Now, if you know, you know. If you know who I'm talking about, then you know. So, but it's just weird. But one thing a lot of people don't know, they're running both sides. They run left side and they run the right side. When they want a war to start, they finance both sides of the war. This is the game, and we're in it, right? And speaking of wars, India is at a war. This Democrat guy. Let me show him. Would anybody take a look at this guy and think that he would fight in war for his country, India? Right, that is his country. I don't know why it has those black lines with it, but would anybody look at this guy and think that he's a soldier and think that he would fight? Hell, like you just soft, man, and that's why people see through the lies. People see through the lies. These guys that get up on the news cameras, most of them are clowns. There's a lot of serious people. There's people that try to do good. And there's people that are clearly planted there to get your vote to make you think that because they look like you that they're going to support you and things like that. It's all a game, man. It's interesting, all a game, but the news. News is going away. Twitter really is the reason why Twitter is so big is because it's not filtered how the news is. When you watch the news, it's all scripted. They're only showing one side of the argument. They get paid by advertisers, and if the advertisers don't want them talking about a certain topic or a subject or mentioning certain words or a country, whatever the advertisers do, because that's how they get paid. That's how these anchors get their paycheck. That's what they're gonna do. Um, if the advertisers don't want you speaking, um, if the advertisers feel a certain way about a war and you go against their narrative, then that wouldn't happen. That never happens. And when it does happen, people get fired. You could look at Tucker Carlson and things like that. But craziness. I don't know how we jumped all over. I had a bit too much smoked too much this morning. But it is a good morning. I am getting ready for work. It is 6 in the morning, and this Indian guy, Sri Tanada, um, just makes me laugh, man. Makes me laugh. But looking at the pictures of the mugshots and stuff, that is something serious. And how can you not want that? How can you look at that and say that's a bad thing? Nobody would want to live no nobody would want to live amongst these people, right? Would you rather live in a city with these people living in it or without it? It's obvious. So it's all fake outrage because people are miserable with their lives, man. People hate their life. Life is not what we thought it was when we were kids, right? I'm 34 now. When we were kids, you're not thinking about bills and family and you know, a woman taking half of your shit. You don't think about these things. So what do? You get mad at your life and you go to the news and you start writing comments and defending it because you trying to like get away from your own personal hell and think that you're making the world a better place by joining left or right. It's usually left side. When people go crazy and they're all miserable and they hate the world, they become Democrats. But this is what happens. So that's all I got for you guys. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.